July 1st, 2564. Thanks, Zero.
No problem, Rumi.
With the help of Zero, Darius escapes and discovers the garage. However, moves on to sneak elsewhere, finding Carla in her lab. Interrogating and failing to get any info, he knocks her out. Sneaking through, they hear Killian's plan and the location of it, the construct contingency. Roderick too sneaks about, however is spooked by Ren. Darius finds the Tiki decks, but finding a way out, shit hits the fan and faces Skeleton Crew and Lewis. However, the group is able to escape. Hey fans, welcome back to the breakdown. Been a while. More in the intro. For now, let's break down. Funny comedy, am I right? At the end of the previous episode, the battle for the Tilted Towers, Zero somehow appears in the room. Here in this episode, Darius thinks he got in when he wasn't looking, within a very small time frame. How the fuck did he do that? God, I can't wait till I talk about Zero, but I'd rather finish Season 5's breakdown before I do that. This sneaky stealth just adds more mystery to the character. Darius monologues saying it's July 1st, 2554, thanks to Zero telling him the date. He's been here for just about a day and a half or so. Funny enough, just in a few seconds, we overhear a joke from a Skeleton Crew where they only suck dick on Mondays and... it's tomorrow. Ha! Sucks for them. I mean, that's a real rod of disappointment. After some attention seeking from Zero, in Carla's lab, we overhear Carla talk about, the need to be by her specimen for testing and require there to be there for like every 30 minutes. What is she talking about? Presumably Baxter, as she is in her care. Carla looks where, we saw Baxter previously, but Killian had told her not to be, experiment on her. Unless Carla just being creepy and just kind of says that way. And the test really is just something different. Or maybe the test is actually helpful. Or she's talked to someone or something else. And most likely Baxter, and maybe she's just doing something to her in secret. Shortly, as they sneak through the place, we see Simon Mayfield in his first machinima appearance, where we only actually saw him back in animation in episode 2. Is that his first machinima appearance? Am I an idiot? No, I'm pretty sure that is. If it's not, it's definitely his first one in this season. Also, sorry, back up to Carla. Her comment on Darius' voice being exciting might really just be a fun gag, with the fact that nearly everyone is voiced by Buck. So she may be referring to the likeness of her own voice, or maybe Dan Graves' voice, as we do know she's obsessed with him. At least in uncanon content, but I think it's a canon element.
I don't require the cock.
Back to the scene with Simon, we overhear Killian's plan. Together with the artifacts like the Freaky Decks, Mickey Decks, and they can, whatever they can get their hands on, they can craft the super mega death ray sort of thing. That, and it will be located at a construct contingency. Very poggers, but suspiciously easy. As Roderick sneaks around, we hear the Pyro musical track. Probably one of my favorites from the season, as, I find it very gamey sort of vibe, which is why I used it for that Halo Machinima character select thing I did. Upon attaining the Tiki decks, Kaylin is notified of which. I mean, it makes sense, which is how they knew Darius was out. Kaylin informed Killian or whatever. But as that Mega Glock Death Ray thingamabob is obviously a setup for Darius to hear, maybe not. Though, I don't know, could have been real. Actually, Simon's here, and we didn't actually see him in the fight or elsewhere. Did he have like a little bunker room to hide in? When when the intruder alert alarm went off and all that? Seems like something he would do. Now, let's talk about Cassie, with a C. Cassie is awesome. I can't really know when I had first heard of her or saw her. It was either from the renders from Buck did or something, but I always thought she was cool as hell. In this season, this episode really has her on the front, as being one of 3 antagonists our heroes fight against in this episode. Though, Darius fought her and Lewis while Roderick got Ren, which, we will get to him as well. But Buck has given a decent amount of info on her, which I might give its own video. She's lucky, my god, a luck warrior. Cassie's obsessed with the theme of, I don't know what you call it, but poker, playing cards, gambling, casino, that sort of thing. Really don't know what you call it. She has a revolver, and if any bullets have been fired, leaving empty space in the cylinder, she literally just spins it around, leaving shots to chance, even when aiming at herself. But also, Ace, which is obviously a nod to, ace cards, I assume. Ace is just what she says, technically the shot's called an ace. Is a power roll shot of... I actually don't know. I'm sure Buck has explained it at some point. Oh, in the fight, Ren v. Roderick. Hell yeah. Got a few glances of this before the episode came out, and it's sick. Gives me Tyrant vibes. That and Roderick's baseball bat. Well, it's more like a club, but Buck has always concepted him to have a bat. And a precursor, inspiration, or even setup, Season 1, Episode 6, A Bigger, Badder Guy. Also discussed by Buck and Kiefer, Ren's strength by throwing a rifle into the ground this way shows his, immense strength. Roderick would not be alive in this fight. Of course, that's not to say it's immersive breaking or whatever. It's cinematic, dramatic art. I love this joke. Also, because I voice in it. Why isn't Zero fighting? Wait, has he fought? I don't believe so.
Priority beta and unknown vectors.
I'm sorry, what?
An unknown vectors.
Say that again?
An unknown vectors.
So that means they don't know Zero? Or maybe just don't recognize him. It's more than just Violet. The other skeletons refer to Zero as an unknown vector as well. Though they're probably just saying that based off of Violet's description of the target and all that too. That is very possible. Very interesting. I love this Darius v. Lewis fight. It gives me Resident Evil 4 vibes. Leon v. Krauser, you know? Yeah, that sort of thing. Welcome, recruit. First task, kill. My god, text on the walls will be the death of me in this series. I decided to post this quote on the Life's Table server, and Buck had briefly explained it being some sort of relevance. Something for a story direction, but does need to be worked on. Interesting. Does Lewis shoot the pad? I mean, it sure looks like he does. And it might be part of Killian's plan, but Zero and them were driving them at, at the wall, so they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have done that if they, otherwise they would have crashed right into the wall. So maybe Darius or Roderick shot it. Either way, we are at an end. I had this note here for codes, but I can't remember what that's referring to. Hey, table lovers, it's me, your boy, late on content slammed artist. It's been a while. Nope, not gonna give you excuses, you know why, and you can guess why, so, change the subject. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, and hopefully episode 8, compliance, won't take 4 months. Wow, it felt longer. But as something happened in my life a month after the last episode, that's no surprise that's why it took me so long to make. But montages and those new episodic YouTube poops are a thing now, so more content. I've been Slammed Artist and say goodbye to the Disney Channel. Fan channel. I don't know what I'm doing.